here and create a new pipeline. So again, Hevo has over 150 native sources today. So in this case, I'm going to click Oracle. And great feature that I love as a sales engineer is to, I can just copy this configuration from another, an existing config. So I don't have to go in and re-input all my different credentials here that I already have. And like I was mentioning with Snowflake, we walk you through step by step any requirements that you need to complete on the source database in order for us to do our replication jobs. In most cases, things like redo logs or write-ahead logs for Postgres, they're already going to be enabled. It's usually just a matter of creating Hevo a user so that you know what, a well-named user, something like Hevo user, so that you know what that user is being used for. It doesn't get swept up in some spring cleaning, and and making sure that we can gain access to that database. Again, going through those different connection methods that I mentioned earlier. So really quick, I'm going to put in my password here, and I have relog set as my replication method. A couple other bells and whistles here that you can tweak specifically for your Oracle instance. One is a poll interval. So how often we should check for redo logs when we're in streaming mode. We can also limit the number of rows that Hevo fetches and the logs for each poll that we do, and a long transaction window limit. So again, a couple other specific enterprise features that we have tailored to Oracle. Additionally, we have some more advanced features here. These are just across pretty much any of our databases. Load historical data. By default, we're going to load all of your historical data from the tables that you select for us to sync. You also have the option to skip loading all that historical data. Maybe you already have all this data from another vendor somewhere already in your destination, and you just want to capture new data going forward. You do have that option here with Hevo. So we'll just pick up, tap into those logs, read from this point forward, and sync that data over to your destination without having to do historical sync. So have the option to merge tables with same name across different schemas, and then including new tables by default in your pipeline. So this feature allows you to have more control over the security. If let's say you add a new table, do you want that table automatically synced over to Snowflake or not? So you have the ability to tell Hevo, do you want that to happen or not? So I have everything configured here that I need. Test my connection. We're all good. And now it's going to pull up the schema from the tables that I have here on the source side. So here I can select and deselect what tables and objects I actually want to bring over. We're going to bring over both of those. Now I'm going to choose my destination. I already have Snowflake configured, so I'll select Snowflake here. And I can give this an optional table prefix. So this way, if whatever my downstream BI is expecting or modeling layer is expecting from a table name perspective, I can either choose to just leave it as it is coming over from the source. Again, Hevo isn't going to do anything crazy here and decide to rename a whole bunch of columns or tables. It just takes the names of the source columns, tables, your source schema, and process that over to your destination. And then I mentioned this a little bit earlier during the slide presentation, but here's the option to turn on or off auto mapping. So I can do this at the pipeline level. I can also do it at the specific object level. I can go down to certain tables if I need to map certain data type a specific way so that it's compatible with what my downstream jobs and the destination BI tool are expecting. So here's where I can toggle this on or off. For the sake of this, I won't bore y'all with mapping a whole bunch of Oracle columns, and I'll click continue here. And that's it. So I'm setting up this pipeline while it runs that historical sync. I'll hop over here to an Oracle database that I already have running. So you can see here, add this one prioritized. This one is running in streaming mode. And you can see a breakdown of different events that we have for over the past, change your time window, 2 hours, 24 hours, couple weeks. You have this reporting right here in the UI. You can also go back into a specific pipeline if you ever need to change or update settings. Not super common, but you can always edit a pipeline if you need to.